Hi, welcome to BetSafe's Premier League Preview Week 12 with myself, Alan McInally from Sky Sports, and with me, of course, as ever, Paul Dickov, ex-Arsenal and Manchester City striker. BetSafe, the official betting partner of Premier League giants Man City, who top the table, looking to extend their lead this weekend. Paul and I will bring you our Accas, or our best priced trebles for the weekend. You'll have your own ideas, of course. Go to betsafe.com for all the markets, and you know that's where you get the best prices on BetSafe. We were a little unlucky with our treble last week, actually. We kind of cut each other's throat a little bit. Hit the post, didn't we? Yeah. Hit the post again, but with a little bit of luck, we'll give you the right direction this time, and your Monday morning, your sportsbook wallet will look a little bit better. And of course, the prices, or rather the ACCA we're going to give you, you will be given industry boosted prices on my treble and of course Paul's treble. Let's start with yours then. Where are we going to start? Tottenham to beat Arsenal.
Yeah, I know.
This is my banker of the weekend.
North London derby, going against my old club here, but I just can't see Arsenal beating them. I think Tottenham will be too strong for them. Arsenal's last game in Manchester City, which I'll quite happily go into later on.
Yeah.
I thought Arsenal were poor, and for the life of me, I can't understand why he doesn't start Lacazette.
Well, he bagged a couple of goals
for France.
There was the midweek game. Yeah. I think he scored 2 goals against Germany.
Yeah, 2 goals against Germany. Every time he comes off the bench, he's an impact. And he's to spend £50 million on a striker and not play him seems crazy to me. Tottenham have Harry Kane back, didn't go away in internationals. Dele Alli as well. And I just think they'll have too much energy and class for Arsenal. I've
gone for Spurs as well, actually, to beat Arsenal. Arsenal 3-2, so the odds against, even though they're at home, 13-5 the draw. Spurs 19-10. I'll say that again on BetSafe. 19-10 Spurs. One of the powerful teams in the Premier Division, good form as well. And I'm with you, Paul, all day long. I can't see anything. I know it's a London derby, or should I say a North London derby. There's a huge expectation in this. But of all the times I've probably watched this game, I'm thinking I cannot see Arsenal turning Spurs over.
No, even.
Is it unfair?
No, it's not, because I'm with you, big man.
Well, let's go back to last week. Let's briefly talk about Arsenal against Man City last week.
I thought, look, it was 3-1. I don't think Man City got out of third gear. I know Arsene Wenger was moaning about the penalty and should it have been, shouldn't have been. They got back in it a little bit at 2-1, but City could have stepped it up 3 or 4 gears, really, and it should have been over by half time. They should have been 4-0 up by half time.
I agree. Tottenham to beat Arsenal then is the first one in Paul's. It's also one in my treble. Leicester against Manchester City. You've gone, unsurprisingly, to Man City.
Yeah, Leicester have picked up under the new manager.
Yeah, done all right.
Beat Everton and got a decent draw away at Stoke. But I just think, look, I say it every week, I may as well just press record.
Yeah.
City going forward with the options they've got, how they're playing. As much as you're talking about the attacking flair they've got, the goalkeeper's been absolutely outstanding as well.
He's been very good.
Ederson's been brilliant. John Stones looks as if he's stepped up the level that
we
all know.
With the England midweek, incidentally, against Brazil.
He's been outstanding, and the one that doesn't get any credit for me is Fabian Delph. He's come in at left back.
We did briefly speak about him, to be fair, because I said I didn't think he'd be good enough to play at Man City, but he's bit the bullet. He's kept his head under the parapet a little bit, and he's got his opportunity, and I've got to say he's been as good as anybody else.
He has, and at left back, but he's never played before in his career, so he's been great. But it'll be a test for him at Leicester, because Leicester battered Man City. It was 4-2. It was 3-0 at half time, I think, down at the King Power. But the only thing with Man City, Otamendi's suspended, and him and John Stones have done very, very well together.
Done really well.
Vincent's not quite back yet. He trained for the first time on Monday. So it would be a big ask to put him back in.
Leicester 8-1, the draw 19-4. Unsurprisingly, odds on Man City 4-11 is still a decent price. City by 2 goals or more, 45. Number of goals, if you think they'll be over 4.5 goals, I've given you 5-2 on that one. If you think you know who'll score the first goal, then obviously go to betsafe.com, look for the first goal scorer markets, and pick out what you think as well. I do think Man City are probably going to be too strong for Leicester. I don't think it'll be as easy for Man City as you think, because Leicester, you're right, have picked up. The last one for you is a belter. Crystal Palace versus Everton, and you've gone for Everton.
Yeah, it's a 6-pointer. Normally I don't back against Palace at home.
No.
But they've only won once at home this season. Struggling, bottom of the table. And I just think that Everton win at Watford,
Huge. At home, they were 2-0 down.
2-0 down, coming back and winning 3-2 late in the game. You know what that can do for confidence of the team, for the whole place, for the fans. And I think that Everton could really kick on now. And I want Everton to do well because David Unsworth's a big pal of mine, and he took a bit of stick off a few people, off one particular person a few weeks ago, which I wanted to stick up for. I did stick up for him.
Yeah.
And you know, if he gets more wins, he's got a great chance of getting the job.
3-2 Palace. The odds against Palace. 9-4 the draw. I think that might be quite popular on BetSafe. 21-10 Everton. If you think Everton and you agree with Paul, can go there. And of course, if you think better, then obviously, as I said before, go to betsafe.com for all the goal scorer, for the first goal scorer, anytime goal scorer, or in fact any of the markets on the games. Under 1.5 goals. I think this could be tight. 2-1. If you think there will be goals in the game, I've given one just over 3.5, 13-4. So your treble is Tottenham to beat Arsenal, Man City to beat Leicester, and Everton to beat Palace, 12-1. That's all right, actually. I mean, the Everton one.
12's a good number for me.
12's a
last
very
couple
good.
12s have come in.
A very good number indeed. And of course, that is industry boosted prices here on betsafe.com with our Premier League preview. Week 12. Mine. I've gone, okay, I've already said Spurs. I've gone Liverpool to beat Southampton. Now, apart from the fact Southampton let me down last week from a treble, because they quite simply, Paul, can't score a goal.
No, they can't. And you know, they've got Gabbiadini there, Charlie Austin's back as well.
Can't score a goal.
No. And Liverpool, you've got last couple of weeks I've been banging them in. You know, they look good going forward.
Yep.
Firmino, I think Manny has picked up an injury again, which will be a big...
I think in the international game, I think he's picked up a hamstring again, which you can imagine Klopp, he's going to be raging.
Well, that's twice as well.
He's going to be
he's been away. But attacking wise, Liverpool, well, no, they've got the problems at the back.
Yep.
But going forward, and Southampton not being able to buy a goal at the minute, I think Liverpool could win this quite comfortably.
Again, I said that Spurs were a banker to go to Arsenal and beat them. I might have thrown this in as well. Liverpool 4-9 odds on, which is still pretty short for me. It's a good price rather. 4-1 the draw. Southampton 7-1 if you fancy Southampton. If you think there'll be goals in the game, I've just picked up one, 4.5 goals, over it at 4-1. We've done the Arsenal-Tottenham game. We'll go to the other one of mine, which is Watford to beat West Ham. I know West Ham have a new manager in David Moyes. I cannot not stay with Watford the way they've been playing.
Yeah, but I've got a funny feeling for West Ham, just purely because Moyes went in. Andy's had...
I can understand that.
Andy's had 2 weeks to work with him. And we all know what David's like. He's meticulous in preparation and being disciplined and setting teams up how not to get beat first and foremost. And that's been West Ham's biggest problem. You know, the Liverpool game was embarrassing from a defensive point of view.
Ridiculous.
And the one thing David will do is go in and sort them out. But Watford are a good team going forward as well. So if he's not sorted, I could see this going anyway.
You've just given me my wide open door to say I couldn't have West Ham in 100 years for the simple the way Watford go forward and the way West Ham defended. Although Moyes has had an opportunity now hopefully to try and work in some kind of defensive matter, but I can't believe that Bilic wasn't doing that either. Watford 11-10, they're a huge price. I couldn't believe it. I had to put them in my treble. 5-2 the draw. West Ham 11-4. I've just picked one for you. I think this is a pretty good bet actually. Over 3.5 goals. Watford at home do like to score goals. 11-5 on BetSafe. Do not miss that opportunity. My treble then: Liverpool to beat Southampton, Tottenham to beat Arsenal, and Watford to beat West Ham. 17-2, an industry boosted price on BetSafe. Paul's: Spurs to beat Arsenal, Man City to beat Leicester, Everton to beat Crystal Palace, all at 12-1. If you know any better, then obviously you know where to go, betsafe.com. I'll just go through with the best of the rest. West Brom Chelsea, West Brom 16-3, 29-10 the draw, Chelsea 8-13 odds on.
Got to go with Chelsea.
Got to go with Chelsea.
Yeah, especially a great result against Man United as well, by the way, which you called the last time.
Yes, absolutely we did. Any doubts? You know, West Brom at home, set pieces, Chelsea. I mean,
West Brom for me aren't the same as what they were last year. You know, they needed to strengthen. I don't think Tony's done that enough this year.
Me neither. Manchester United versus Newcastle. United 3-10 on, 19-4 the draw. Newcastle 23-2. Still no Pogba. Will they simply be too strong? Have you been disappointed a little bit maybe in Newcastle?
I think Newcastle have done okay. I've been more disappointed in United in recent weeks.
Yeah.
The one thing they can't, and not just Man United, the ones behind City at the minute, they can't afford to drop any points.
Very true.
This stage of the season already 8 points behind, but I think United will be way too strong.
Odds on 3-10 United. Bournemouth against Huddersfield. Bournemouth 10-11 odds on, probably because the game's down on the coast. 12-5 the draw. Huddersfield 11-3. I was genuinely tempted just to leave this one alone.
You just took the words out of my mouth. I had a look at it and quickly flipped over to the next one. I can't call it at all.
Tough, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. But you'll probably say Bournemouth home advantage, usually very strong at home.
A little bit, certainly on BetSafe's point of view, I've got them at odds on 10-11. I think maybe 12-5 the draw would be the place to be. Burnley, Swansea? Burnley at home.
I've got to go with Burnley. Yeah, it's hard not to. Swansea are playing some good stuff. Tammy Abraham scoring goals again. We spoke about him earlier on in the season.
Yeah.
You know, it's a big year for him.
They do seem to be struggling, Swansea, a little bit to even get the season sort of kick-started a little
Yeah,
bit.
they do. They have a good result, then they have a couple of dodgy ones, and a good result again. But you've got to say, Burnley at home, Sean will set up as he always sets up, hard to beat and look to nick a goal.
21-20 Burnley, so the odds against on BetSafe, 94 the draw, Swansea 13-4. Brighton against Stoke, our last one.
I'm going to go with Brighton.
Are you?
Yeah, I fancy them down at the MX all the time. You know, the crowd there are fantastic. They really get after teams from the start. And Stoke's away form has not been very good. You know, they're always good at home, but away from home, they've really been struggling. And you know, Mark's been under a bit of pressure. But I do think Brighton's home advantage will get at Stoke.
Might be 3-2 odds against Brighton, 21-10 the draw. If you're a Stoke fan, you're betting them at 94 on BetSafe. Just a quick preview then on week 12. Liverpool to beat Southampton, Spurs to beat Arsenal, Watford to beat West Ham. It's the McInally Accas 17-2 if you fancy it. Paul's is Tottenham to beat Arsenal, Man City to beat Leicester, and Everton to beat Crystal Palace at 17-2. If you know better, you know where to go. All the markets and all the games, go to betsafe.com. Fingers crossed, and we'll see you next week with a little bit more money in the Sportsbook wallet if the trebles come in.